pagdating sa usapang love, ang dami-dami talagang tanong. Bakit ba madalas tayong attracted sa taong hindi naman tayo gusto? Bakit habang tumatagal kami, nababawasan ang kilig? What if the love I know isn't the love I need? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin only here on GTalks. Hi everyone! Welcome to the Valentine special of GTalks. I'm Doc Gia Season and totoo nga, love is in the air kasi may kasama kaming power couple. I would want to introduce Harold Cruz from RMP Sefam together with his lovely wife, Melissa Cruz. Welcome to GTalks.
Hi, thank you.
Mel, can I call you
It's
Mel?
always a joy to be
Yeah.
here.
Ayun! First of all, we all know naman that love is something that is subjective, di ba? So, ano nga bang love?
Ang Greeks, if you go back to it, you will see 4 different definitions of love. The love that we talk about, itong Valentine's, it's eros, it's erotic. That's the root word of erotic. Then you have phileo, which is friendship. Then you have stergo, which is basically family. And then the best kind of love, they say, which is agape, God's love or unconditional love. And in order to have a really good, stable relationship, you need all 4, not just one.
For me, love is a 4-letter word spelled T-I-M-E, time.
Time.
Dapat
Wow.
pinuprove mo through time na talagang committed ka. Hindi lang salita. Madali magsabi kasing I love you, I care for you. Pero yung action mo ba, may kinalaman sa sinasabi mo. And I think itong dapat malaman na maraming tao na kung mahal kita, ipapatunay ko that I truly love you.
So, when you say I love you nowadays, has it changed? Kasi you can just say I love you to anyone. Does it still hold meaning?
I think you should be very careful with how you say I love you. Sometimes we are not careful, nagpapaasa tayo.
Yun pasok mga paasa. Stop nyo yan. Stop nyo talaga yan.
Mga, of course, lalaki ako, men, we should be very careful. Kung di ka seryoso, wag mong sabihin yun. You have to be very, very careful. O mga babae naman, don't give the signs naman na you're interested, pero hindi naman.
Pag-usapan naman natin dun yung mga pa-in love pa lang, nag-uumpisa pa lang. Or yung feeling na you're falling. Medyo complicated yan.
Very.
Infatuated lang ba ako? Or papunta na to sa love?
When your heart is beating fast, pag nakikita mo siya, laging siya iniisip, di ba? This is attraction.
So yung infatuation, parang nice word lang siya for attraction. For me, although before it was a big term. So pag-usapan natin yung mga paglabas-labas. Ano yung mga modern day flirting styles?
Sending memes and saying, this meme reminds me of you, or this is so you. You know, that's their form of flirting right now. And then it progresses from there. What are you doing right now? Oh, I'm into ganito. What are your hobbies? And sometimes this happens even way before they meet each other in person. So they're already flirting. And I think this is what changed the game. It's accessibility to talk to one another without their parents hovering over them.
So anyway, let's have a game. Ang game ay, anong emote mo dyan? Number 1, nag-I love you na ako at may tawagan na kami. So safe to assume na official na kami. Galit ako dyan talaga Yung paasa tsaka yung asumera.
Pero kung balahan lang,
Ganyan.
Oh, galit.
Oo.
Sige. Okay, next. When he doesn't text me all day, nako, he doesn't love or like me anymore. Well, hindi naman batayan lang ang text, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, there's such thing as love language,
Yeah,
and
pero
marunong mabisi, tsaka may buhay sila.
At least magparamdam ka naman
Ayun
na
lang.
buhay ka pa, na you're okay.
ako naisip ko kasi baka busy lang.
Pwedeng busy lang,
Yeah,
Hera.
pero kung busy ka, dapat panahonan mo pa rin
Alam mo, ikaw natin yan, kahit busy ka, panahunan ninyo. Okay, next question. Lagi akong galit. Ano pa to? If you love me, prove it and post our photos online.
Ako lagi ang iba.
Nag-iba. Hindi basehan yung pagpo-post. Eto, controversial tong question na to. Kung mahal mo ako, huwag mo nang kausapin ang ex mo. Alam mo, iba-iba talaga yung tao. I mean,
What does the sad face mean for you?
the sad face means kasi for me na we can be friends naman Dito rin pumapasok yung trust. I mean, if you're coming from a space naman that you ended up as friends, you don't have to talk lang naman yun eh. No malice. For me, that's fine.
But there are so many what we call Facebook affairs that have started already because what I mentioned earlier, access. Yung Facebook has actually granted you access to what? Your first love nung high school, your first love nung elementary. And so and parang you think it's a Facebook affair, you haven't talked to them for a while, but it's still infidelity, di ba? If it leads to something more than, there's no such thing as an innocent lunch. This is always what we say.
Shout out dun sa ex ko na at least never na kami nag-usap. Cheater kasi siya. Nako, grabe. Ang dami, ang juicy. Ang juicy ng conversation natin. And we'll just take a short, quick break. And when we come back, mas exciting yung pag-uusapan natin. Kasi, ano yung konteksto ngayon ng mga relasyon? Okay? This and more when GTalks returns. Welcome back to GTalks! Let's talk about the evolving concept of relationships, aka relasyon. Ano ang opinion niyo sa mga MU? Malabong usapan / mutual understanding. Yung mga no-label relationships. My personal take kasi there is somewhere along the way, magde-demand eh.
I think a good question is why?
Yeah.
Is it because you want to wait? Hindi
Yes.
ka pa ready? Maybe it's the time I want to know you more. I want to grow some more. O talagang takot ka sa commitment? Kasi kung takot ka sa commitment, you have to ask, ano bang root problem ko?
Exactly.
Bakit takot akong mag-commit?
In our generation, if you already know that you both like each other, more or less kayo na. But now, apparently, it's not like that. The fear of commitment may be one, maybe it's a no boyfriend, no girlfriend since birth, so I don't know how to navigate this thing, and this is also new to me. That could be one reason. The second is, I've seen the heartbreak of my best friend who cried for an entire month. And
trauma,
I
no?
don't want to see that happen to me. Or number 3, meron akong no label, tapos nung sinabi niya na friends lang kami, naglupasay ako for like 2 weeks, ayoko na mangyari.
Kasi parang umasa ka.
Even if it's no label and then it ends, it still feels like you broke off a relationship. This is the experience that I have seen with the people who have gone through a no label. But if you don't have a label and then you cry, you always think, kasalanan ko. Kasi nag-expect ako.
Yes.
Oo.
Let's talk about the types of relationships nowadays because nag-evolve siya, di ba? Andyan yung open relationship, andyan yung throuple, tapos andyan yung LDR, which is very common now.
Yeah.
Because of the circumstances. Kunyari, I come to you, I go to you for advice. What will I do?
Both should be willing to make it work.
Yun, that's very important, no? Both are willing to make it work. How about yung mga throuples?
Oh.
Have you encountered talagang tatlo sila?
Sa throuple, and it's similar to the open relationship.
Yes.
No? Because sa throuple, there's 3 people. I've seen siguro 2 examples where the people that I know, that they did experiment with an open relationship. So they were in a long-time relationship and then they decided maybe we should have an open relationship because we've been together for a while.
Yes.
It's not that I recommend this,
Yes.
but what happened was, after they had an open relationship, they realized, I think tayo na.
Dun lang nila.
I think it's
that's
us.
true.
If you're open to an open relationship, you know, the human mind is an imaginative thing.
Yeah,
And so,
true.
can you stand imagining your partner with someone else and live with that for the rest of your life? It's difficult, and it will take a lot of guts.
So it does happen, but at the end of the day, you have to make a choice.
Yeah.
For those in a long-term relationship, kailangan ba talaga yung saying I love you? Kasi kailangan Kailangan mo i-close yung loop.
Depende rin sa mga couples kasi katulad ng The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, iba kasi more on action sila.
Yes.
You spend time with the person. I remember one time, sinabi ni Millie, Harold, mahal mo ba talaga ako? ang sagot
This was
ko,
after 2 children.
sabi ko, well, may full tank yung kotse, butas yung bubong, inayos ko. All of the things na
You have to
ginawa ko.
understand
I
how
had
they
no
work.
Wala
idea.
siyang concept. I don't understand.
Yeah,
Siya
yeah.
naman gusto niya time together. Hindi ako magaling doon nung time na yon. But I have to learn her love language and she has to learn my love language. So ngayon, I think mas malambing na ako ngayon.
Mapunta naman tayo dun kasi na-mention mo kanina yung memes, di ba? You think there's a difference on how the older, hindi mga older, sige, hindi pa ako old Yung if the previous generation, is there a difference on how they found love versus now? Because there are apps, dating apps, and for me, they work. Diba? So, what's your take on that?
If you think about it, the reason why nanliligaw sa bahay was because that was the only way that the guy could get to know the girl. The
Yes.
context is very different right now because of the access. So right now, you don't even need to ask for someone's number. That's already so passé. They already ask, what's your IG? And they can already talk to you through their IG.
Oh, ayan guys
Okay.
Hindi na uso yung kaya hindi na
What's
uso yung
your
mga
number?
SMS.
Yeah. They have IG, and the way that they say no is, yeah, but I don't share it. That's
May
kasi,
nakalock.
yeah, but I don't share
she's
it
not
with
into you
anyone.
talaga.
Yeah, that's already a signal that she's not that into you.
So with that, do you think yung ligawan, yung mga moves ng ligawan, nagbago na ba ngayon?
I think it's very different.
Very
Very
different.
different na ang ligawan ngayon because of technology.
Yes.
We wouldn't recognize it
Yeah.
if it happened to us. Yung parang, oh my gosh, nagpa-flirt na ba siya sa akin?
In fact,
Sending memes
na-
is key.
And I think the rule should be yung mga parents, no, let's not force na mag-adjust yung mga anak natin sa world natin.
Yes.
But let us learn their world so we can empathize with them.
I agree. I totally agree. So, for me yung mga traditions natin dati, pwede yan magbago Nag-e-evolve. Okay? So, actually, nag-collect kami ng mga questions from netizens and talagang pagdating sa usapang love, ang dami-dami talagang tanong. Look at this list. See? Ang dami. See? Dami talaga. Bakit ba madalas tayong attracted sa taong hindi naman tayo gusto? Boom!
I think you have to value yourself na you have to say, no, I'm worthy.
Yeah.
Maayos akong tao and anyone who likes me, okay. Kung di mo type ako, kawalan mo. So, yun ko ba,
Yun.
dapat ganun
Exactly.
You have to learn to
Your loss.
love yourself na don't look for someone that will complete you. Dapat you yourself, kompleto ka na.
Bakit habang tumatagal kami, nababawasan ang kilig? Yun.
Okay. I
Makinig
think,
ka.
kunyari kami 30 years, hindi naman araw-araw na pagising ko, ay, grabing gwapo-gwapo ng asawa ko. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
You learn to love in different ways. And if you're always looking for that kilig, maybe there's something not quiet within you.
What if the love I know isn't the love I need? Parang kilala ko yung kasi.
What if that's so deep?
Kilala ko to.
What if the love I know isn't the love I need? Parang ang dami kong scenarios na imagine dyan. It's either mahal ko pero may asawa siya. So, hindi yun yung kailangan ko, di ba? Mahal ko siya pero he's abusive to me. He or she is abusive to me. So, hindi yun yung kailangan ko.
Para doon sa nagtanong, let go ka na. Last question na to. What if naghihintayin lang kami? Mag-amina na kayo. Life is short.
Oo.
Diba? So, we're gonna try to redefine love. Or, posible ba? This and more when GTalks returns. Welcome back to GTalks. And sa GTalks, lagi kaming may pakana. So, this time, we'll play the Board of Love. It's feeling time now. Dito sa Board of Love, I'll be stating statements. We'll ask Harold and Melissa kung ano yung mga opinion nila. Okay, so first statement, falling out of love. Choose to stay or let go?
Depende sa reason kung bakit fall out of love. Kung may abuse, so syempre dapat we have to reconsider. Normally sa mga relationships, ang major issue is stuckness. Baka konting calibration lang, it can work. So, it's better to see someone that can help them. A counselor.
Nice, nice, nice. Next statement. Evolving gender roles. I think this question is, nasa era pa ba tayo na dapat sa bahay lang ang babae, nagtatrabaho yung lalaki?
I think gender roles have been changing not only in the Philippines, but worldwide.
Right.
And this is normal.
Tsaka may kilala ko na lalaki mas magaling mag-budget, magaling maghugas ng pinggan, mas magaling maglaba. So, kung sino mas magaling, then siya magtrabaho.
There's this hashtag nga, break the bias, na babae lang yung nasa bahay, dapat siya yung maglaba. Yung mga dapat. I think yun yung mga, we have to break that.
Yeah.
Now, sa third statement, intimacy takes different forms as we age.
I think we have to create a new normal every stage of the relationship.
Right.
From maraming kilig to a more mature kind of relationship. And until you reach that point na you are more gracious to each other, mas understanding ka na, yeah, I may not understand you, we're very different, but I am committed to love you and to make the differences work.
Okay, fourth statement. Settling down. I think itong context na to comes from the angle na many of relationships now are setting marriage aside and trying to get into this living in concept. So what are your thoughts on that?
Right now, I already hear of young people saying that I don't think I'll ever get married, or I don't think marriage is for me. So this is a new thing for me because ako, growing up, it was always the dream wedding. But you already have people right now who think that it's an option to not ever get married. So I think that's the difference with society right now.
Marami ngayon, they tend to get married a bit in a latter stage of their lives para nagko-focus sa career. Iba na yung thinking ng mga tao ngayon. So I think it's all about more than the age or anything. It's about yung ready na ba tayo financially, emotionally, na-settle na ba natin mga non-negotiables natin in life. And one thing, siguro, don't try to change the other person.
Yes.
But simply to accept that person. Kung ma-accept yun ng bawat isa, then maybe you're in the right path of settling down.
Nice, nice, nice. You don't change the person. Actually, lahat tayo, we do change everything.
Exactly.
Nice, nice. Okay, last statement. Handling rejections. Madami sa atin ang may mahal tayo, hindi tayo mahal. Diba? Gusto natin, pero hindi tayo gusto. What's your main tip na lang on, yung mga tao na reject, yung mga taong umeffort, yung mga taong umasa na mahal sila, pero walang nakuha in return. Rejection yun, di ba? What do you think? How do you handle rejections?
Siguro in the context of yung wala pa tayong relationship pero na-reject siya. It's very painful. You have to accept na talagang masakit talaga. But I think part of the thing na dapat malaman nila is yung resilience, the ability to be able na kahit may problema, nasaktan ka, you're able to move on. Allow it to be a lesson and ask yourself, how can I improve as a person? And don't think that that person will complete you. You should be complete by yourself.
Yeah.
And then kung maayos ka, then the right person will come along. So hindi porket may karelasyon ka, masaya ka na. Dapat okay ka na.
That's true. That's so true, no? And sabi nga nila, the best revenge is to get better. Now, on this part of the show, we're gonna try to redefine and or probably remind them on what love is. Personally, kayo, ano yung mga things na dapat ninyong in-unlearn in the process of loving, diba? Kasi you unlearn something to get something new. So
Siguro I'll begin of course, yung kilig. Para bang we're always looking for kilig. Now, at this stage of our lives, for me, love is more of a choice. Kahit nag-aaway kami, in my mind, gusto kong tirasin yung babaeng ito. But I have chosen to love this person.
So choosing to love for Harold. How about for you, Melissa?
Ako, something that I had to unlearn was placing the burden of how I feel about myself to someone else. If I feel that he doesn't make me feel important, then maybe I should make myself feel important instead, not really relying on him. I am an individual and I am whole. I'm fine with him, but I'm also fine on my own. And not just feel complete when you're a couple, but feel complete as an individual.
Oo, may kanta nga yung na parang rap na without you, girl, my life is incomplete. Dapat hindi yung mga ganyan-ganyan, di ba? Me naman, it's more of acceptance. That we're all different.
Exactly.
That we're all coming from different stories. And that we choose to embrace that.
Right.
Diba? So that's very, very, very important. Thank you, Harold. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing your story. And ang dami kong natutunan. Love talaga is evolving. Love is all about acceptance. Love is about breaking barriers. Talagang tumatak yung you had to be stretched, but you worked things out. And I think for me, yan talaga, that's what love is all about. So with that, I hope marami tayong learnings, nasagot yung mga bakits natin in love. So like us on our social media pages. Happy Hearts Day, guys. Single man or in a relasyon, stay true. So this has been Doc Gia Season, and this has been GTalks.